Well, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Let's Learn with Dave. Remember these? Yeah, me too. It's been a little while, but we're coming back with a good one. Unless you've been living under a rock for the last month or so, you know that people are crazy, just absolutely buck wild about sea shanties right now. And not just any sea shanties, but in fact the Wellerman. The Wellerman by the Longest Johns, which you already knew. You read the title. But look, super duper easy song. I'm going to use it to illustrate a few points. So look, let me start off by just telling you how to play it. We don't need to do the whole, let's listen to it and figure it out together, because it's so easy. Let's start out by taking your capo and just putting it on 3rd fret. All right, now if you don't do that and you just leave it open, you can still play the same chords. It's just going to be the same song, but 3 semitones lower. So maybe you can't sing in this key, maybe it's too high for you, whatever, just bump it down. Don't use a capo. But if you want to play along with some recordings out there, you're going to want to be on 3rd fret. So your verse chords, right, are A minor, E minor, F major, and A minor. All right, now if you know me, you know my channel, I tend not to know the words to anything, but I got them in front of me here, so I'm going to try just doing a little verse so you can hear. There once was a man. Nope, there was not a man. There once was a ship. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of that ship was Billy O.T. The winds blew harder, bowed it down. Blow me, bully boys, blow, ha. That's right. When you look up the lyrics to the song, the last line is, blow me, bully boys, blow, ha. And I gotta say, that's kind of how I feel when I read that last line. Anyway, I'll do it a little slower here. There once was an A minor, then an E minor, then an F major, then A minor again. We do some more A minor, then E minor, then F major, back to A. Right? That's your verse. Easy mode. All right, now we get to the chorus. You're going to be playing this part a whole lot, so try to really nail it. We're going back to that F major again, and then C major. And then D minor, and then A minor. All right, so A minor and F major, we've already done. C major, you know C major, and if you don't, there it is. And D minor is that thing. It's like a D major, but this string, you go down a fret, all right? So, soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. A little bit of spoken word there for you. Makes it sort of interesting. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. An F major, then a C major, then D minor, then A minor. Okay, super duper easy, and that's like the whole song. So all of that said, let's talk about some cool stuff you can do with this and kind of how these chords work together. So for one, I think the chorus is maybe a good place to start when talking about music theory. So first of all, we know that this song is in the key of, because we have the capo on 3, it's actually in C minor. But because we're basing everything around an A minor chord, let's talk about it as if it were A minor, because that's going to help us understand the relative chords here anyway. The relative major of A minor is basically always going to be 3 semitones up from A, right? So if that's A, then you go A, B, C. So I'm sorry, it's not 3 semitones. It's just a minor third. So if you know the A minor scale, then 1, 2, 3, you land on C. And if you make a C major chord, that's the relative major of A minor. So you can expect that to turn up pretty often when you play a song in A minor. And then the other thing that's interesting in the chorus is that we have an F major, right? So that F major is shortly followed by a D minor. And wouldn't you know it, just like how A minor and C major are related, F major and D minor, same deal. Like here's a D, right? Here's the D minor chord. Well, if you go up a minor third from D, 1, 2, 3, you land on F. You make an F major chord. You got a chord that works well with D minor, right? So really, in the chorus, what we have here is an F major, right? And that's kind of like paired with the D minor, and we have a C major that's paired with the A minor. So we really just kind of have two sets of chords. All of those notes and all those chords work in the key of A minor. And if you know your music theory and you know your accidentals, you know that the key of A minor doesn't have any sharps or flats. Sure enough, if you were to go through and look at the notes in that chord, you wouldn't have any sharps or flats. I mean, look at F major here. You got F, you got C, you got F again, you got A, you got whatever the heck that is, C, and then you got F again. I could go through them all, but I won't, because you get it. The point is, you really only have two chord groupings, you know, F and C, D minor, and sorry, I got tongue-tied. F minor, C major, D minor, A minor. So that's easy peasy. What else can you do with this thing? Well, once again, this has been blowing up all over the internet. People have done pretty much everything you can do with it. But whatever. Let's say you're you and you're special and you've got an acoustic guitar and you've got like 6 people that want to listen to you play this. You could build it up. You don't necessarily have to play the whole chord all the time. You could even just rock out on A for a lot of it. Like instead of going through the A minor, then the E minor, then F major, then A minor again. The beauty of sea shanties is that you can pretty much stay on the root and it will sound okay. So let's say I play only A, and let's say I play A as 5th fret relative to the capo on the E string as well. So I have A and A, right? Double the A's, double the fun. Let's say I just rock out on that. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was Billy O.T. The winds blew hard and her bow dripped down. Blow me, bully boys, blow me down. Soon may the weathermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Right, now I got a little fancy boy with it in the chorus there where I went down to the F. But the point is, pretty much just hung out on the A, and it still sounded pretty cool. Another thing you could do is start that way and then build it up over time where you add some more notes. So let's say we get to the second verse and we don't just want to stay on A anymore. We've been playing the A and we're still playing A and we're still playing A. Then we're going to play some other notes. A, da, 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 da. You get it. But verse 2, let's say we just move that bad boy lower note down a little bit. So the words we got here, she had not been 2 weeks from shore. She had not been 2 weeks from shore. I'm sure I'm going to get the rhythm all wrong. And y'all are going to be in the comments like, wow, you sure do suck at rhythm, boy. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm good at other things. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take the wheel in tow. So jokes aside, I'm just keeping that A rolling along, and I'm just moving this A down to G, then down to F, then open E, back to A, and do a G again, then F, and then E. That didn't sound good. Let's do F, E, A. So, yeah, that's pretty easy. You could then spice it up on the next go around. Right now, instead of just playing a droning note and like a descending note, you could do like a minor third, right? And a minor third is basically if you have your root and then you go 2 frets that way and 1 string down, right? So like that. And then a major third, which if that's your root, you go 1 fret that way, 1 string down, same thing, and then we'll do like an E minor. Ooh. That works really well too. So let's say we'll just do the first verse again because I'm really starting to know those words. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dripped down. Blow me, bullies, blow, whatever the words. Man, those are weird. What does this mean? What does any of it mean? Anyway, you could do that. You could also do a really dramatic thing where you have just like an A minor bar chord, right? But I'm leaving these 2 strings open. So rather than like barring the whole thing, I'm leaving those bad boys open. Ooh. And then you sing like as if you know the ship personally. those chords. So good. There once was a ship named Billy O.T. Those weren't the words, oh fiddly-dee. The winds blew hard and the bows stripped down. Blow me, belly boys, blow. Soon may... Whoa, God, I couldn't decide what note I wanted to sing there, so I just kind of went everywhere. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leaves and go. Right, so, you know, getting spicy with the melody line there. Whatever, just... don't just sit there and play the same thing for every single verse. No one's going to like that. You should just be happy that they're listening to you play guitar at all. Because people got stuff to do these days. Why are you still watching this? Look, A minor, E minor, F major, A minor for the verses and the chorus, F major, C major, D minor, A minor. That's it. Have fun.